Hey gang, what's going on? James here, and welcome back to One Fan's Thoughts and Theories. This is where I give you my thoughts and theories to some of my favorite movies and movies that are getting ready to come out. And as always, if you feel that I may miss something or you got your own take on it, please leave a comment below. So for those of you who don't know, early last year, Disney acquired Fox. And with that, a bunch of Marvel properties that were owned by Fox, the ownership is now reverting back to Marvel. So what does that mean, really? That means we're going to be seeing a lot more characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. For starters, it means that we're going to get probably a release date and production start date for the long-awaited Gambit movie starring Channing Tatum. It means that the X-Men could eventually show up in an Avengers movie. It's also possible that Deadpool could show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the most popular theory going around is that the Fantastic Four will make their long-awaited debut in a Marvel Cinematic Universe. But I think it's about time that the Fantastic Four show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because we've not only had one, two, but three really bad Fantastic Four movies. So I guess the fourth one's a charm? Ting. It's been talked about that the Fantastic Four will show up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at some point, and we've kind of gotten hints at this already. Now, one of the theories that I'm a huge fan of is in Spider-Man Homecoming, Happy Hogan told Peter Parker that Tony sold Avengers Tower. Well, it seems to me that a building like that purely is for scientific purposes only. So it would be a scientist that you would sell it to. So that, of course, would lead to Reed Richards. And how easy would it be to turn the A into a 4? Now, I also could go one step further with the post-credit scene of the upcoming Avengers Endgame. And what better way to introduce the Fantastic Four than the Infinity Gauntlet being destroyed and a shockwave carrying the powers of the Infinity Stones goes across the galaxy. Well, in the post-credit scene, a spaceship approaches that shockwave, and lo and behold, it is the spaceship carrying Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm, thus turning them into the Fantastic Four. Now, that's just one thought on how they will be brought into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But the real question is, who do we get to play these characters? Well, I got some ideas. First up, for the role of Reed Richards, or Mr. Fantastic, the leader of the Fantastic Four, a popular theory going around, and what the fans seem to want, is John Krasinski. And I actually think this will be a great choice. I think he is a good actor in terms of action because of his Jack Ryan series, and he can do funny from his stint in The Office. So I think John Krasinski would be a great actor to play this part. Now, for the role of Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, I was thinking Bryce Dallas Howard would actually be a good fit for this. She is very versatile in her roles, in dramatic roles, in action roles, and in comedy. She just seems to excel at. So I think Bryce Dallas Howard would be a good pick for Sue Storm. Now, Johnny Storm, I'm kind of on the fence with, and you could go in either direction for this character. Now, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, is the youngest of the group. He is a hothead. So I started thinking of younger actors and actors with a lot of energy. And a couple of them came to mind. I think Zac Efron could play it. He's got the build, he's the right age, and he can play that role really well. So I think he would be a good fit. I also think Dave Franco would be a good fit. He also is very energetic. He's the right age and about the right build for Johnny Storm. So either one of those guys could really play it. Now, for the role of Ben Grimm, the Thing, the muscle of the group, I started thinking, well, this is a character that is strictly going to be CGI. So you're going to have a good voice. Not only that, but before he turns into the Thing, you're going to have a good actor to portray him and make you like him, so that when this happens to him, you kind of get upset by it. And I thought about it, and I think John Cena would be a good pick. John Cena is one of those guys that when he first came on the scene in acting, you weren't too sure, but then he just kept getting better and better and better with every role. I think he did pretty good in Daddy's Home 2, and he did a really good job in the Bumblebee movie. So I think John Cena would be a good pick to play Ben Grimm or the Thing. Now I got an idea for who will play the antagonist, Doctor Doom, in this movie, and even though I'm not going to say that this actor should definitely play him, but you're almost going to need someone like this actor to play the role. And I started thinking that Ralph Fiennes would be a good actor to play this role. Now I don't want to really plant my feet on Ralph Fiennes playing Doctor Doom because he seems like the perfect choice. But if you don't get him, you're going to have to find an actor just like him to play it. But then again, I think he would be a really, really good choice for this role. So there you go, guys. There's my picks for who will play the Fantastic Four in the Marvel Cinematic Universe if they decide to finally do it. We all know that Kevin Feige said that we will start seeing new developments coming up in the next 6 months. So hopefully we will get some answers to the Fantastic Four questions, the X-Men questions, and the Gambit questions that we all have been waiting for. But if you have your own picks on who you think should play these characters, please comment below. Let me know. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at James Walker Show, and I will see you guys next time. To play this role, and if not him, then you're going to need someone like Ralph Fiennes. Or is it Ralph Fiennes? I can't remember.